espresso on my tongue. We sit in the corner booth of this half-lit downtown cafe, reminiscing about the naive love songs that we formerly sung, before the harsh realities of adulthood got in our way. The old maple tree is dropping its very last autumn leaf, a mixture of vibrant orange beauty and the sorrow of decay. I've learned to accept that joy is always intertwined with grief, like the fading warmth of a long and exhausting summer day. We are balancing precariously on the sharp edge of the blade, appreciating the beautiful chaotic mess that we deliberately made. Embrace the flavor of this deeply bittersweet romance. Give our fractured relationship one final desperate dance. We are crying tears of sorrow while laughing at the past, knowing that this transitional moment was never meant to last. Packing my boxes while listening to your favorite record play, a beautiful melody that makes my chest tighten with acute pain. I know it's completely healthy for us to walk our separate ways, yet the thought of losing you drives me entirely insane. I watch the sunset bleed into the dark and freezing night, a gorgeous catastrophe painted across the western sky. We fought a long battle where nobody was entirely right, and now we are left with nothing but a quiet, honest goodbye. We are balancing precariously on the sharp edge of the blade, appreciating the beautiful chaotic mess that we deliberately made. Embrace the flavor of this deeply bittersweet romance. Give our fractured relationship one final desperate dance. We are crying tears of sorrow while laughing at the past, knowing that this transitional moment was never meant to last. Celebrate the agony, toast to the beautiful broken dreams. Nothing in this life is ever as simple as it initially seems. We are stronger for the damage that we courageously endured, and our internal wounds have finally been successfully cured. Sweet taste, bitter end. Goodbye, lover. Goodbye, friend. Embrace the flavor of this deeply bittersweet romance. Give our fractured relationship one final desperate dance. We are crying tears of sorrow while laughing at the past, knowing that this transitional moment was never meant to last. Walking away into the cool and foggy morning air, bittersweet, leaving behind every single care. Luggage tags tearing at the edges of my warm leather bag. I spent 300 nights staring at hotel room plaster walls, watching my enthusiasm and my physical energy slowly flag as the automated voice at the departure gate loudly calls. The train tracks parallel the frozen highway, heading north, passing through the decaying suburbs of my forgotten birth town. I watched the yellow locomotive steam actively billow forth, while the heavy blanket of evening twilight settles down. The wheels are turning faster with every single passing mile, replacing my chronic homesickness with a genuine eager smile. Board the express train, we are finally homebound. Leave the chaotic city noise without making a single sound. Follow the familiar coordinates written on the crinkled map, reclaiming the simple comfort that slipped through our lap. Familiar landmarks appearing outside the passenger side glass, the old water tower painted with the high school graduation year. I watched the scenery of my youth so rapidly and vividly pass, feeling the accumulated tension of the road suddenly disappear. My sister left the porch light burning brightly through the night. A beacon guiding the prodigal brother back to the kitchen table. Everything looks smaller now underneath the pale moon's light, but the foundation of this old house remains solid and stable. The wheels are turning faster with every single passing mile, replacing my chronic homesickness with a genuine eager smile. Board the express train, we are finally homebound. Leave the chaotic city noise without making a single sound. Follow the familiar coordinates written on the crinkled map, reclaiming the simple comfort that slipped through our lap. Sacred, familiar space. Almost there, see the front door. Wandering feet won't wander no more. Board the express train, we are finally homebound. Leave the chaotic city noise without making a single sound. The crinkled map, reclaiming the simple comfort that slipped through our lap. Stepping inside heavily creased grid lines. I've been tracing routes that haven't existed for 20 years, looking for the old landmarks and the familiar highway signs, through a hazy windshield blurred by my own frustrating tears. The ink is smudging from the dampness of the humid summer air, a compass spinning wildly without ever pointing true north. I spent my youth wandering around without a single care, but now I need a definitive direction to venture forth. The geography is shifting underneath our heavy hiking boots. We are desperately trying to reconnect with our original roots. Throw away the useless, ancient, faded maps today. We are going to navigate the wilderness in our own unique way. Forget the predetermined path that our ancestors proudly drew. We are exploring a territory that is completely new. Old gas stations boarded up and swallowed by the creeping ivy vines. Ghost towns populated only by the memories of yesteryear. I'm leaving the safety of the well-documented borderlines, ready to watch my lingering hesitations completely disappear. My grandfather drew this chart with a steady, confident hand, marking every hidden spring and every treacherous mountain pass. But nature has completely reclaimed this wild, unforgiving land, covering the historical pathways with thick, untamed grass. The geography is shifting underneath our heavy hiking boots. We are desperately trying to reconnect with our original roots. Oh, throw away the useless, ancient, faded maps today. We are going to navigate the wilderness in our own unique way. Forget the predetermined paths that our ancestors proudly drew. We are exploring a territory that is completely new. Finally sets us free. Lost out here, no lines to guide, finding the strength we held inside. Throw away the useless, ancient, faded maps today. We are gonna navigate the wilderness in our own unique way. Forget the predetermined paths that our ancestors proudly drew. We are exploring a territory that is completely new. Moving forward into the vast expanse and countryside. Faded maps, we have absolutely nothing left to hide. Luggage tags tearing at the edges of my worn leather bag. I've spent 300 nights staring at hotel room plaster walls, watching my enthusiasm and my physical energy slowly flag as the automated voice at the departure gate loudly calls. The train tracks parallel the frozen highway, heading north, passing through the decaying suburbs of my forgotten birth town. I watch the yellow locomotive steam actively billow forth, while the heavy blanket of evening twilight settles down. The wheels are turning faster with every single passing mile, replacing my chronic homesickness with a genuine eager smile. Board the express train, we are finally homebound. Leave the chaotic city noise without making a single sound. Follow the familiar coordinates written on the crinkled map, reclaiming the simple comfort that slipped through our lives. Familiar landmarks appearing outside the passenger side glass. The old water tower painted with the high school graduation year. I watch the scenery of my youth so rapidly and vividly pass, feeling the accumulated tension of the room suddenly disappear. My sister left the porch light burning brightly through the night, a beacon guiding the prodigal brother back to the kitchen table. Everything looks smaller now underneath the pale moon's light, but the foundation of this old house remains solid and stable. The wheels are turning faster with every single passing mile, replacing my chronic homesickness with a genuine eager smile. Board the express train, we are finally homebound. Leave the chaotic city noise without making a single sound. Follow the familiar coordinates written on the crinkled map, reclaiming the simple comfort that slipped through our lap. Unpack the heavy burdens we collected along the way. We have absolutely nothing left that we need to prove today. Greet the family elders with an open and honest embrace, finding our true salvation within this sacred, familiar space. Almost there, see the front door, wandering feet, won't wander no more. Board the express train, we are finally homebound. Leave the chaotic city noise without making a single sound. Follow the familiar coordinates written on the crinkled map, reclaiming the simple comfort that slipped through our lap. Stepping inside as the cold winter wind blows, homebound, that's where the journey goes. Empty rib cages echoing with the sound of the autumn wind. We walk through the museum of our own catastrophic mistakes, trying to repair the fragile framework that we carelessly sinned, counting every single promise that a desperate human breaks. Feathers scattering across the dry, dusty attic floor, an old crow nesting inside the chimney pipe, chimney stack. I don't recognize the person standing at my front door, and there is no map that can never guide my old self back. The structure is creaking underneath the immense atmospheric weight. We are trying to change our trajectory before it is entirely too late. Fill the empty spaces inside these hollow bones. tall. Ghostly silhouettes dancing on the cracked plaster wall, reminding us of the heavy debts we have yet to repay. I can hear the distant urgent voice of my conscience call, begging me to change my destructive habits today. My spine arches under the pressure of societal expectations, a brittle twig ready to snap at the slightest touch. I saw temporary comfort in these hollow calculations, but realized I was demanding entirely too much. The structure is creaking underneath the immense atmospheric weight. We are trying to change our trajectory before it is entirely too late. Fill the empty spaces inside these hollow bones, mend the fractures caused by the sharp and throwing stones. Rebuild the architecture of a soul that learned to crawl. Give us the strength to stand up straight and tall. Ignite the internal fire, elevate our expectations higher than the tallest spire. We are not fragile glass destined to shatter on the floor. We are resilient fortresses standing forevermore. Feel the marrow growing strong inside. No more reasons left for us to hide. Fill the empty spaces inside these hollow bones, mend the fractures caused by the sharp and throwing stones. Rebuild the architecture of a soul that learned to crawl. Give us the strength to stand up straight and tall. Solid frame standing firm against the cold. Hollow bones turning into a solid gold. Tasting the lingering flavor of dark espresso on my tongue. We sit in the corner booth of this half-lit downtown cafe, reminiscing about the naive love songs that we formerly sung before the harsh realities of adulthood got in our way. The old maple tree is dropping its very last autumn leaf, a mixture of vibrant orange beauty and the sorrow of decay. I've learned to accept that joy is always intertwined with grief, like the fading warmth of a long and exhausting summer day. We are balancing precariously on the sharp edge of the blade, appreciating the beautiful, chaotic mess that we deliberately made. Embrace the flavor of this deeply bittersweet romance. Give our fractured relationship one final desperate dance. We are crying tears of sorrow while laughing at the past, knowing that this transitional moment was never meant to last. Packing my boxes while listening to your favorite record play, a beautiful melody that makes my chest tighten with acute pain. I know it's completely healthy to walk our separate ways, yet the thought of losing you drives me entirely insane. I watch the sunset bleed into the dark and freezing night, a gorgeous catastrophe painted across the western sky. We fought a long battle when nobody was entirely right, and now we are left with nothing but a quiet, honest goodbye. We are balancing precariously on the sharp edge of the blade, appreciating the beautiful, chaotic mess that we deliberately made. Embrace the flavor of this deeply bittersweet romance. Give our fractured relationship one final desperate dance. We are crying tears of sorrow while laughing at the past, knowing that this transitional moment was never meant to last. Nothing in this life is ever as simple as it initially seems. We are stronger for the damage that we courageously endured, and our internal wounds have finally been successfully cured. Sweet taste, bitter end. Goodbye, lover. Goodbye, friend. Embrace the flavor of this deeply bittersweet romance. Give our fractured relationship one final desperate dance. We are crying tears of sorrow while laughing at the past, knowing that this transitional moment was never meant to last. Walking away into the cool and foggy morning air, bittersweet, leaving behind every single care. Sparks ignite upon the frozen cedar branches tonight. We trace the outlines of our faded youth underneath neon starlight, chasing shadows through the valleys where the coyotes scream, caught inside the heavy current of a forgotten American dream. The morning wind has taught me how to bury secrets in deep snow, but you brought a summer fever that my brittle bones could never outgrow. We left our footprints on the gravel by the abandoned railway station, trading ordinary comfort for a lifetime of reckless desperation. The wind is howling secrets through the canyon walls. We stand on the precipice right before the kingdom falls. Oh, run like wildfire hearts across the open plains, break every rusted shackle, wash away the ancient stains. We are the thunder waking up the quiet, sleepy town with a burning desire that no pouring rain can ever drown. Scars tell stories that our trembling lips are too terrified to speak, driving 90 miles an hour toward a destination we no longer seek. Your hand in mine feels like a shelter from the impending hurricane, a beautiful disaster dancing through the pouring relentless rain. I found salvation in the static of a broken dashboard radio, singing hymns to the ghosts of people we used to know. The asphalt bleeds the heat of 1,000 wasted July to ash and dust tomorrow. We will build an empire from the remnants of our sorrow. Feel the pulse inside the embers, every spark the soul remembers. Oh, run like wildfire hearts across the open plain. Break every rusted shackle, wash away the ancient stains. We are the thunder waking up the quiet, sleepy town with a burning desire that no pouring rain can ever drown. Until the morning light breaks through. Wildfire hearts, nothing left to lose. Polished armor shining brightly in the blinding morning glare. We march toward the battlefield of our own manufactured insecurities. Swords drawn against the invisible phantoms hiding everywhere, demanding absolute truth instead of comfort in sweet impurities. Trenches dug deeply into the soil of our anxious, terrified minds, fighting a generational war that our grandfathers left unresolved, leaving the safety of our heavily fortified barricades behind, until every ounce of our crippling hesitations finally dissolved. The cannons are firing questions that we cannot easily ignore. We stand shoulder to shoulder upon this unfamiliar hostile shore. Rise up, brave souls, and conquer the demons of the past. Shatter the illusions that kept us chained and bound. We will forge a glorious victory that is destined to last until the echoing trumpets of triumph loudly resound. Scattered shields lie broken upon the bloodstained, muddy ground, testaments to the fierce battles we fought just to survive. But amidst the terrible wreckage, a newfound strength is found, reminding us exactly what it means to be miraculously alive. Oh, my cowardly regrets like a heavy suffocating I am close, dragging my feet through the misery of constant daily defeat, until the roaring lion inside my chest suddenly violently awoke, refusing to accept the humiliating prospect of a quiet retreat. The cannons are firing questions that we cannot easily ignore. We stand shoulder to shoulder upon this unfamiliar hostile shore. Rise up, brave souls, and conquer the demons of the past. Shatter the illusions that kept us chained and bound. We will forge a glorious victory that is destined to last until the echoing trumpets of triumph loudly resound. ultimate test. Rise up, brave souls, and conquer the demons of the past. Shatter the illusions that kept us chained and bound. We will forge a glorious victory that is destined to last until the echoing trumpets of triumph loudly resound, standing tall long after the final arrow flies. Brave souls are looking upward toward the conquering skies. White sheets folded into sharp and aerodynamic wings. We launch our dreams from the top of the apartment roof, ignoring the cynical commentary that the city brings, demanding absolute freedom instead of concrete proof. Ink smudging on the line pages of my old journal entries, documenting the trivial anxieties of a small-town kid. I spent years acting like one of those paranoid sentries, guarding the secret vault where my true emotions hid. The thermal vents are catching our fragile little toys, lifting us far above the overwhelming suburban noise. Fly away, paper planes across the endless blue sky. Test the limits of how high a simple dream can fly. Catch the gentle summer breeze, sail over the power lines, disappearing completely past the highway exit signs. Drafting blueprints for a life we haven't constructed yet, using nothing but imagination and a pencil stub. We are placing a massive, highly risky financial bet on the hope that we can escape the daily corporate hub. Cardboard boxes stacked high inside the moving van, leaving the comfort zone of my predictable childhood street, following a loose, highly unorganized master plan. Oh, prepared for whatever destiny we are bound to meet. The thermal vents are catching our fragile little toys, lifting us far above the overwhelming suburban noise. Fly away, paper planes across the endless blue sky. Test the limits of how high a simple dream can fly. Catch the gentle summer breeze, sail over the power lines, disappearing completely past the highway exit signs. Soar above the cynicism, laugh at the gravity below. Let the unpredictable currents dictate where we go. We are lightweight vessels carrying a heavy load of hope, learning how to navigate this steep and slippery slope, gliding smooth through the sunny air, leaving behind every single care. Fly away, paper planes across the endless blue sky. Test the limits of how high a simple dream can fly. Catch the gentle summer breeze, sail over the power lines, disappearing completely Electric currents pulsing through the industrial apartment walls. We transmit our unspoken anxieties across the telephone lines, staring blankly at the ceiling as the heavy darkness falls, waiting for the morning sun to reveal the hidden signs. Oh, generators humming in the damp basement utility room, a tangled mess of cables keeping this fragile house alive. I spend my 20s trying to escape the impending doom, learning how to endure the winters rather than just survive. The voltage is rising to a level we can barely contain, a surge of raw emotion shooting straight into the brain. Conduct the energy through the twisted copper wire, ignite the sparks until they feed the internal fire. Send the message loud and clear across the power grid, revealing all the beautiful secrets that we always hid. Insulated plastic melting from the intense internal heat, testament to the pressure building underneath our skin. We walk these crowded sidewalks with a hurried, syncopated beat, terrified of letting anyone see the chaos within. I found an ancient spool of metal behind the hardware store, relic of a simpler time before the digital age took hold. We don't talk face to face like our grandfathers did anymore, leaving our relationships feeling disconnected and cold. The voltage is rising to a level we can barely contain, a surge of raw emotion shooting straight into the brain. Conduct the energy through the twisted copper wire, ignite the sparks until they feed the internal fire. Send the message loud and clear across the power grid, revealing all the beautiful secrets that we always hid. Break the circuit, let the blinding flashes illuminate the room, dispel the suffocating darkness and the permanence of gloom. We are conduits of passion, dangerous, unstable and bright, and we are gonna set this entire city ablaze tonight. Pulsing slow, feel the current flow where the wire ends. Let the spark glow. Conduct the energy through the twisted copper wire, ignite the sparks until they feed the internal fire. Send the message loud and clear across the power grid, revealing all the beautiful secrets that we always hid. Going red until the system finally blows. Copper wire, that's just the way the story goes. Jagged black cliffs towering over the empty sand below. We walk along the misty perimeter of the continent's edge, watching the unpredictable Pacific currents violently churn and flow, standing precariously on the slippery granite viewpoint ledge. Salt water spraying against the lens of my old brass telescope, looking for ghost ships that sailed away a century ago. I spent my youth searching for a tangible reason to hope, while the freezing coastal winds would stubbornly and fiercely blow. The fog is rolling inward, swallowing the jagged shoreline whole, challenging the internal navigational system of our fragile soul. Wander aimlessly across the beautiful lost coast, face the silent phantoms that terrify our memories the most. Let the ocean spray wash away the accumulated grime, discovering a sanctuary that exists completely outside of time. Bleached driftwood scattered like skeletons upon the rocky shore, sculptures created by the relentless patience of the sea. I don't desire the superficial rewards of fame anymore, realizing that this vast isolation is what truly sets me free. Fishermen mending their green nylon nets in the nearby harbor town, sharing legendary stories about the sailors who never returned. I watch the brilliant crimson sun slowly and dramatically sink down, thinking about the harsh lessons that our stubborn hearts learn. The fog is rolling inward, swallowing the jagged shoreline whole, challenging the internal navigational system of our fragile soul. Wander aimlessly across the beautiful lost coast, face the silent phantoms that terrify our memories the most. Let the ocean spray wash away the accumulated grime, discovering a sanctuary that exists completely outside of time. Climb the highest sand dune, shout our secrets to the roaring wind. Leave behind the strict parameters of the world that we sin. We are explorers navigating the wilderness of the uncharted shore, and we will return to the suffocating mainland nevermore. Mist on the vase tide rolling high underneath the gray coastal sky. Wander aimlessly across the beautiful lost coast, face the silent phantoms that terrify our memories the most. Let the ocean spray wash away the accumulated grime, discovering a sanctuary that exists completely outside of time. Fading from view as the night tide starts to rise. Lost coast beneath the vast and starry skies. Dust clouds rising behind the tires of my battered pickup truck. We turned off the crowded interstate at the very first chance we got, escaping the suffocating pressure of trying to test our luck in a city that demands everything you have but gives you squat. Overgrown weeds pushing through the cracks of the forgotten lane, passing dilapidated barns painted a faded, peeling shade of red. I can feel the cool breeze washing away my psychological pain, replacing all the cynical thoughts that used to clutter my head. The pavement ends where the true adventure finally begins. We are trading our sophisticated losses for some simple wins. Drive down the back roads past the endless fields of corn, rejoice in the spectacular glory of a quiet country morn. Leave the highway traffic and the flashing neon signs behind, discovering the absolute peace that we were destined to find. Cassette tapes rattling around in the glove compartment slot, playing folk songs that our parents used to sing when they were young. We forgot about the strict schedules and the deadlines that we got, lifting the heavy silence that had settled on our tongue. A stray dog barking at the fence of an isolated dairy farm, cows grazing peacefully underneath the shade of a willow tree. There is a rustic simplicity here that protects your soul from harm, reminding us of what it truly means to be wild and free. The pavement ends where the true adventure finally begins. We are trading our sophisticated losses for some simple wins. Hey, drive down the back roads past the endless fields of corn, rejoice in the spectacular glory of a quiet country morn. Leave the highway traffic and the flashing neon signs behind, discovering the absolute peace that we were destined to find. Curiosity that inside our spirit burns, rolling along beneath the open sky, saying goodbye to the reasons why. Drive down the back roads past the endless fields of corn, rejoice in the spectacular glory of a quiet country morn. Leave the highway traffic and the flashing neon signs behind, discovering the absolute peace that we were destined to find. Sun going down behind the hills so grand, back roads guiding us across the land. Rushing waters carve a path through the ancient, jagged mountain stone. I walk these treacherous banks for miles, completely and utterly alone, looking for a remedy to wash the guilt off my trembling hands, trying to rebuild my dignity from these shifting, unstable desert sands. The muddy current carries memories of the people who abandoned this place, nothing but empty whiskey bottles and a sense of deep disgrace. I dip my feet into the freezing torrent to feel something real again, to cleanse my spirit from the poison of a false, deceitful friend. The tide is rising higher than the willow trees can bear. We can hear the rushing rapids echoing through the crisp autumn air. Flow on, river runs, carry our heavy sorrows out to the deep blue sea. Wash away the wreckage of the people we never truly wanted to be. Tumble over the jagged waterfalls, break through the Iron Valley Dam. Deliver me safely to the ocean, to the honest person that I am. Built a fortress out of pride, but the foundation started to erode away. Watching the historical monuments of my achievements turn to clay. There is an undeniable honesty in the way the water refuses to ever stop, flowing downward from the highest peak to the lowest valley drop. My ancestors farmed this unforgiving land until their hands bled raw, living by the strict rules of nature, obeying the river's primal law. It takes what it wants, leaves a trail of beautiful destruction behind, the perfect metaphor for the chaotic state of my restless, anxious mind. Oh, the tide is rising higher than the willow trees can bear. We can hear the rushing rapids echoing through the crisp autumn air. Flow on, river runs, carry our heavy sorrows out to the deep blue sea. Wash away the wreckage of the people we never truly wanted to be. Tumble over the jagged waterfalls, break through the Iron Valley Dam. Deliver me safely to the ocean, to the honest person that I am. Drown the arrogance, submerge the lies beneath the foaming white crest. Give these exhausted, aching bodies a moment of peaceful, eternal rest. We cannot swim against the current, we must learn to finally let go. Surrender our spirits completely to the unstoppable, majestic flow. Let it wash, let it cleanse. Where the river ends, life begins. Flow on, river runs, carry our heavy sorrows out to the deep blue sea. Wash away the wreckage of the people we never truly wanted to be. Tumble over the jagged waterfalls, break through the We march toward the battlefield of our own manufactured insecurities. Swords drawn against the invisible phantoms hiding everywhere, demanding absolute truth instead of comforting sweet impurities. Trenches dug deeply into the soil of our anxious, terrified minds, fighting the generational war that our grandfathers left unresolved, leaving the safety of our heavily fortified barricades behind until every ounce of our crippling hesitation is finally dissolved. The cannons are firing questions that we cannot easily ignore. We stand shoulder to shoulder upon this unfamiliar, hostile shore. Rise up, brave souls, and conquer the demons of the past. Shatter the illusions that kept us chained and bound. We will forge a glorious victory that is destined to last until the echoing trumpets of triumph loudly resound. Scattered shields lie broken upon the bloodstained, muddy ground, testaments to the fierce battles we fought just to survive. But amidst the terrible wreckage, a newfound strength is found, reminding us exactly what it means to be miraculously alive. I wore my cowardly regrets like a heavy, suffocating iron cloak, dragging my feet through the misery of constant daily defeat, until the roaring lion inside my chest suddenly violently awoke, refusing to accept the humiliating prospect of a quiet retreat. The cannons are firing questions that we cannot easily ignore. We stand shoulder to shoulder upon this unfamiliar, hostile shore. Rise up, brave souls, and conquer the demons of the past. Shatter the illusions that kept us chained and bound. We will forge a glorious victory that is destined to last until the echoing trumpets of triumph loudly resound. Crucible of agony, tested by the flame, and the history books will forever remember our victorious name. Hearts beating like war drums in the chest, put our courage to the ultimate test. Rise up, brave souls, and conquer the demons of the past. Shatter the illusions that kept us chained and bound. We will forge a glorious victory that is destined to last until the echoing trumpets of triumph loudly resound. Standing tall long after the purple clouds gathering on the far western horizon line. The barometer is dropping fast as a sticky summer afternoon fades. We sit on the front porch, sipping on a glass of bitter homemade wine, watching the shadows lengthen into deep and terrifying shades. Sheet lightning illuminating the sky like a giant broken screen. My mother always told me that the thunder was just angels rearranging chairs, but I know it's the sound of every unspoken argument that has been haunting the hallways of our lives and catching us unawares. The air feels heavy, pregnant with the scent of ozone and rain. We can feel the atmospheric pressure matching our internal pain. Yeah. Listen to the rumbling of the distant storms tonight. Watch the flashes crack the darkness with a terrifying light. We cannot run from the weather that is brewing in the atmosphere. We must face the tempest until our vision becomes crystal clear. Wind chimes clanging violently as the first cold gust hits the yard. The oak trees bending at an angle that looks completely unnatural, trying to keep our composure when the circumstances get so hard. Realizing that our control over destiny is purely transactional. Raindrops starting to patter loudly on the tin roof overhead. A rhythmic warning that the flood waters are bound to rise eventually. I lie awake in the dark, staring at the ceiling of my bed, wondering if we will survive this seasonal catastrophe intentionally. The air feels heavy, pregnant with the scent of ozone and rain. We can feel the atmospheric pressure matching our internal pain. Listen to the rumbling of the distant storms tonight. Watch the flashes crack the darkness with a terrifying light. We cannot run from the weather that is brewing in the atmosphere. We must face the tempest until our vision becomes crystal clear. Accumulated dust of our regrets. We will stand out in the open, braving whatever the weather gets. Drench our clothes, submerge our fears beneath the pouring rain, for we know that after the clearing only the truth will remain. Thunder claps, the earth begins to shake. Every promise that we chose to make. To the rumbling of the distant storms tonight. Watch the flashes crack the darkness with a terrifying light. We cannot run from the weather that is brewing in the atmosphere. We must face the tempest until our vision becomes crystal clear. Fading away as the clouds begin to part at dawn. Distant storms, the heavy danger is finally gone. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Empty hallways repeating the sound of my own lonely breath. The absolute absence of noise is louder than a roaring crowd. I've been contemplating the concepts of metaphorical life and death, staring at the ceiling while the heavy evening darkness shrouds. An abandoned quarry filled with deep and stagnant green water, shouting into the abyss just to hear my own voice return to me. I am the anxious son of a quiet, hard-working New England daughter, searching for the elusive answers that will finally set me free. The stillness is heavy, bouncing off the cold stone walls. We are waiting for a breakthrough before the final curtain falls. Listen intently to the haunting, beautiful silent echo. Let the lingering regrets of our past completely, permanently go. Find the profound meaning hidden inside the absolute quiet space, discovering the ultimate salvation within this sacred place. No more screaming arguments, no more slamming apartment doors, just the peaceful resonance of a heart that learned to finally rest. I'm done trying to fight these unnecessary, destructive internal wars, realizing that absolute stillness is what suits my spirit the best. The winter woods are completely hushed underneath the fresh snowfall. No birds singing, no wind rustling through the bare pine trees. I can finally hear the clear, urgent voice of my conscience call, bringing my restless, anxious mind completely to its knees. The stillness is heavy, bouncing off the cold stone walls. We are waiting for a breakthrough before the final curtain falls. Listen intently to the haunting, beautiful silent echo. Let the lingering regrets of our past completely, permanently go. Find the profound meaning hidden inside the absolute quiet space, discovering the ultimate salvation within this sacred place. Fill the void with pure harmony, let the quietness expand. We are standing unified across this vast and beautiful land. Our voices are carrying a message that doesn't need to be loud, rising majestically far above the noise of the judging crowd. Hear the sound inside the dirt. Hear the sound inside the door. Hear the sound inside the dark. Hear the sound inside the door. Listen intently to the haunting, beautiful silent echo. Let the lingering regrets of our past completely, permanently go. Find the profound meaning hidden inside the absolute quiet space, discovering the ultimate salvation within this sacred place. Into the absolute peaceful night, silent echo, guiding us safely toward the morning light. Jagged black cliffs towering over the empty sand below. We walk along the misty perimeter of the continent's edge, watching the unpredictable Pacific currents violently churn and flow, standing precariously on the slippery granite viewpoint ledge. Salt water spraying against the lens of my old brass telescope, looking for ghost ships that sailed away a century ago. I spent my youth searching for a tangible reason to hope, while the freezing coastal winds would stubbornly and fiercely blow. The fog is rolling inward, swallowing the jagged shoreline whole, challenging the internal navigational system of our fragile soul. beautiful lost coast. Face the silent phantoms that terrify our memories the most. Let the ocean spray wash away the accumulated grime, discovering a sanctuary that exists completely outside of time. Scattered like skeletons upon the rocky shore, sculptures created by the relentless patience of the sea. I don't desire the superficial rewards of fame anymore, realizing that this vast isolation is what truly sets me free. Fishermen mending their green nylon nets in the nearby harbor town, sharing legendary stories about the sailors who never returned. I watched the brilliant crimson sun slowly and dramatically sink down, thinking about the heart's lessons that our stubborn hearts learn. The fog is rolling inward, swallowing the jagged shoreline whole, challenging the internal navigational system of our fragile soul. Wander aimlessly across the beautiful lost coast, face the silent phantoms that terrify our memories the most. Let the ocean spray wash away the accumulated grime, discovering a sanctuary that exists completely outside of time. Climb the highest sand dune, shout our secrets to the roaring wind, leave behind the strict parameters of the world that we send. We are explorers navigating in the wilderness of the uncharted shore, and we will return to the suffocating mainland nevermore. Mist on the face, tide rolling high underneath the gray coastal sky. Wander aimlessly across the beautiful lost coast, face the silent phantoms that terrify our memories the most. Let the ocean spray wash away the accumulated grime, discovering a sanctuary that exists completely outside of time. Fading from view as the night tide starts to rise, lost coast beneath the vast and starry sky.